Good morning, everyone. So we'll continue the discussion on the differential equation of the physical systems. Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed the mechanical systems and electrical systems. Okay. And there are two types in mechanical systems. One is translational system and another is rotational system. Okay. Similarly, in electrical system, we have voltage source systems and current sourced system. Okay, so now we'll make an analogy. Okay, so as we have told in the very beginning, any of the physical systems, they have one thing in common: their basic elements can be analogous to each other. Okay, so using this technique, so we'll try to solve the problems. Okay, so if you have not listened the previous videos and all, you can go through, but this one is very important because this is the basis for solving the problem. Okay, so the whatever I'm discussing today's session, so it is the last theory session on this. Okay, and the next we will be solving the problems. Okay, so that's why understanding the concept here, why this is the important topic here. Okay, analogous system. Okay, so what is analogous system? Okay, mechanical system can be represented using electrical elements by the following analogies. Okay, so yesterday we have understood the basic elements of mechanical system. What are those? Mass denoted by M. Okay, then damper by B. Okay, and then spring by K. Similarly, in rotational system, you have the inertia, torsional spring, and the uh, this one spring is again K. It is denoted as K. Okay, so both way. So similarly, in electrical system, we have either voltage or current. Okay, so based on that, we have two types of analogies. One is called as force voltage analogy, or in short we call FV analogy. Here force is analogous to voltage. So this is the main thing. Along with that, there are many parameters we have to find out now. Okay, we have to derive what are the other things analogous to voltage. Like that, in mechanical system we have the mass. Okay, spring is there, and this thing we have to make analogy with the voltage analogy side. Okay, and the electrical network side. So how we get that? So that we trying to do today. Okay, similarly, force current analogy, it is called as FI analogy. Here force is analogous to current. So in this and in this, a little difference is there when you make the analogy. Okay, so that's what we have to understand today. Similarly, if you have a rotational system, we call it as torque voltage analogy, or TV analogy we call, and torque current analogy. But normally in question paper they won't use T terms. Even if you have the rotational system problem also, they call it as FEFI analogy only, or else torque voltage, torque current, they will mention like that. We'll see set of problems we have. We'll do it all the important questions. Okay, so don't worry about that. Fine, so we'll see first force voltage analogy. For that, first we'll take a simple mechanical system. Okay, and we'll try to write its differential equation. Then what we'll do, we'll take the electrical system based on series RLC network, which is nothing but voltage source network, and its equation we'll write, and both equations will compare, and from that we'll get the analogous terms. Okay, so that is the idea. So this is the simple mechanical system. It is a translational system. Okay, so just you try to understand now. Okay, so no need to write down. If you are having a rough notebook, you can write down, okay, something. Otherwise, just you give observation now, and immediately after the class I will send the PDF so that you can write down on the notes. Okay, so mechanical system. Mechanical system, in the translational system, so the basic elements are mass, spring, and damper. So that's what shown as a single element. Okay, so mass is shown here. Okay, so it will be, so it's like a, you can take the railway coach only. So railway coach, okay, it is having the mass, it is having the friction with the ground, right? So that will be shown as a damper. Sometimes it won't show, just like a reference it will write, and there is a friction present here, they will show you. Okay, just to show you here, B is mentioned like this, its notation. And this is the spring with the next block. Okay, so or else it may be connected to some wall. Okay, so this coach is fixed like that. Okay, in case if you have another coach, there will be M2, it will come, this is M1, this will M2. Such type of problems we have, we'll see that. But just to show you now a basic equation, a single translational system I have taken, MKB, or MKB system we call it is. Okay, if you apply the force to this mass, a corresponding displacement X will happen. Okay, so that is the idea of this figure. So now using Newton's law, so we'll write the equation for this. Okay, so force is equal to mass into acceleration. Whatever we have yesterday, we have written the equation for mass, spring and damper, that we try to club it. As in the series RLC network, how we write V equal to IR plus L into di by dt plus 1 by C, like that. Okay, same way we have to write here using Newton's law. Okay, so all these equation we have seen yesterday. So first one, for mass, it is mass into acceleration, ma, plus if you have the friction, so it is B into V. Okay, it is velocity plus k into x. So all these basic equation we have seen yesterday. If you have write down the notes and if you have studied it, you will understand. Otherwise it will simply go over the head. Okay, so it's your responsibility parallelly to work out. Okay, so this is the equation. So now this equation you have to write in terms of x of t only. Okay, everything here x is there, here v is there, we have to write dx by dt. Okay, a is there, it is dv by dt, nothing but d square x by dt square. Okay, so that's why f is equal to m into d square x by dt square plus b into dx by dt plus k into x. So this is our second order differential equation. So its order is 2, here 1 and it is 0. Okay, like that. So first higher order we'll write first, then second, then like this. Okay, and here the input is force. Okay, so this is the equation 1. Remember this or note down this. Okay, so we'll compare this with the electrical system now to get the analogy. Okay, similarly for a rotational system. Okay, so same way, if I have a rotational system, so rotational system, what will change? So this m will be represented like a wheel. Okay, torque. Okay, it's not going to be round for me. Okay, I will try to draw like this, and there will be a axis here. Okay, so this will be mentioned like this. So this is the torque, we are applying the torque, that means rotation we are applying. Accordingly here displacement is called as theta. Okay, displacement is theta, and this wheel, it may be having the friction here. So here it may be having the friction with the some other component, so we call it as here friction is there. And if this wheel is connected to another one, it is called as torsional spring, like this. Same comparison, I am drawing this figure. So spring is again called as K. Okay, so in the place of M you have the T. Okay, and the friction is B and the displacement is theta. So if we substitute same way in the equation, force place you have the torque, in the M place you have the J, in the X place you have the theta. Okay, then B you can write B also, or D you can write. Okay, so B I have written here. So yesterday I have given you D. Okay, so D if you write, it will be D del theta by dt plus K. So K into theta. Okay, so this is about the rotational system. This is equation 2. If we write FV analogous system, I will use equation 1. If I write TV analogous system, I will write equation, compare with equation 2. Okay, so this is a mechanical system, and you have to write the performance. We call this as performance equations or differential equations. Okay, or equivalent equations. There are many names are there. So as we see the problems, you will come to know how they will frame the questions. Okay, so all these are same. Okay, this is the first step. So now I will write a electrical system now. Okay, so I will do the force voltage analogy now. So in this analogy, force or torque and voltage V are the analogous variables. This is already defined, and once again I am defining here. So force voltage analogy normally will take series electrical system. You know series electrical RLC network we have taken last time, right, in resonance and all. So that network I will consider. So it looks like this: RLC, the current in the circuit is I of t, and it is a voltage source. So voltage is the supply. So this is the network. So if you write the KVL for this equation, you know already last time we have written this. Okay, so V of t is equal to R into I of t, L into di by dt, 1 by C into I of t, integration I of t dt. Okay, so that is the equation for this, and that equation I have to write it in terms of charge. Okay, that is my intention. So this is the equation. The equations describing the behavior of the circuit, that is RLC circuit, is according to Kirchhoff's voltage law, can be written as, okay, so this you are familiar. So just I'm writing, see here, it is correct. V of t equal to I of t into R, L into di of t by dt, 1 by C, integration I of t dt. Now, as we know, current is nothing but the rate of flow of charge. Current is nothing but rate of flow of charge. I of t is equal to dq of t by dt. This you know, the basic relation of charge and current. Okay, so now what I will do, so wherever I will have I of t, I will substitute that. Okay, dq by t dt. Okay, and whichever is having highest term I will write first. That's why I have taken first L term first, because here I of t is nothing but dq by dt. So one more differentiation in this, that's why d square q of t by dt square it will come. So that I have written first. Then I have taken this term r into I of t. I of t means dq by t by dt. Then I have 1 by c. So I of t nothing but dq of t by dt. So differentiation integration cancel out. What is remaining? Q of t. So that's why 1 by c q of t. Hope you understood this equation. So this equation you have written last time. Now for that I have substituted dq of t by dt and written the final equation. So now this is the how we got the FE analogous system now. So I have the equation 3 now, and similarly you have the equation 1 now. Okay, equation 1 is force F of t or F equal to what you had there, m into d square x of t by dt square plus what you had there. Okay, so b or k, b you had, right? B into dx of t by dt plus k into x of t. So just we'll compare this term and we'll write the final equation. This is important. So this is one we'll use it for exam. Okay, so just comparison I will do. So this is the comparison. Comparing equations 1 and 3, we obtain a list of analogous variables in FE analogy. So what is the meaning of this? So if you have any mechanical system, we will write it performance equation, and then in that performance equation straight away we will replace it by a electrical quantity. Okay, then we will write the electrical network. So once you know the electrical network, so then you know how to analyze it, how to find the values and all. Last time we have did network theory. Okay, network theory, directly you got the electrical network. You don't know how that electrical network came from, right? Some problems you are given, you have solved it. Network theorems, all these things you have done. Now what we are going one step backwards. Okay, so we are going to do we are going to get the network now. Okay, from a mechanical system, hydraulic system, whatever. Okay, so for example we are taking mechanical now. Okay, so that's what the idea here. So just repeat it. So this is the equation 1 you got, into d square x by dt square, and this one I will compare it with this equation 3. So then you will get this force is analogous to voltage. So in FE analogy, just we say force is analogous to voltage, right? Now we are getting remaining other parameters also. The basic element of mechanical system, M is replaced by L, B replaced by R, K replaced by 1 by C, and X replaced by Q. Okay, so again you can continue. Dx of t by dt means dq by dt, which is nothing but current I of t. Okay, then d square x by dt square nothing but d square q by dt square is nothing but di by dt. Like that you can continue. Okay, so that will do it in the problem part. So hope you little bit understood, not 100% because everything you are learning new here. But as we start the problem tomorrow, the next class, so you will clear about this. Okay, so FE analogy means you should consider series electrical system network. Okay, that you keep in mind, and this thing you need to remember somehow. As you practice it, you will come to know. Okay, similarly we'll see the FI analogous system now. Okay, so in this analogy, force F or torque and current I are analogous variables. So for that, what we'll consider parallel electrical system. Parallel means RLC is in parallel and current is the source here. Okay, so this is the network shown I of t RLC. So here you need to apply node voltage analysis to get the equation of this. So you'll get a new equation here, equation 4 it may be, and that we compare with the equation 1. Again, rotational I have not shown you previously. Okay, so in the previous one here, we have the rotational one. F place you have the T. Okay, M place you will have the J. B place you have the D. Okay, K place you have the K. X place you will have the theta. That's it, the chain. Okay, no need to derive again. Now if you write the equation for this using Kirchhoff's current law for parallel electrical system, so I of t is equal to, so here voltage by resistance, that is current, no, V of t by R, plus you know this basic relation. Okay, current with capacitor, C into dV of t by dt plus 1 by L V of t dt. Everything we have to write it in terms of current equation now. Okay, so both types we have done last time in the basics. Okay, so just go through the network theory notes if you have. Okay, you can brush up. Okay, so that is the equation I have written. Now what I'm going to extend this is, I will substitute voltage is the rate of magnetic flux linkage, nothing but d phi of t by dt. So this I will substitute in wherever V of t is there. Okay, so and here v of t by dv of t by dt is there. If I substitute here, it will become d square f phi of t by dt square. That's why that term I will write first, c into d square phi of t by dt square, plus this is 1 by r is there already. So 1 by r I will write, v of t nothing but this one I will substitute, d phi of d by dt, plus 1 by l. So 1 by l is there. So integration v of t means, so if you do the integration here, differentiation integration cancel out, remaining is phi of t. Okay, so you'll get the equation 4. Okay, so now if you compare the equation 1 and 4, so you will get the Fi analogous system. What is the change? Just you, there is a little difference will be there. So that is only you will see in the exam. Okay, if you compare equation 1 and 4, so force will be analogous to current here I. Previous case FV analogy, M is equal to L was there. Now it is C is there. See the difference. Okay. Earlier B was equal to R was there. Now it is 1 by R. Okay. And K was equal to C last time. Now it is 1 by L. Okay. So this is the little changes you have to see. X is equal to d phi. Dx by dt is there. It will be d phi by dt, nothing but v of t. And d square x by dt square, nothing but d phi by d square phi by dt square, nothing but it is dv by dt. Okay, so like that you have the analogous. Okay, so hope you understood this. Okay. Just we summarize this. Okay, what we have done. So analogous system, so I have taken a mechanical system, I have written the differential equation of that, both rotational and this one I have written here. Then I have taken a series electrical system, I have written the equation of that. In that current I have substituted charge, dq, rate of flow of charge, and I have written the equation and I have compared that and I got this list. So this list is very important to solve the problems. Okay, somehow you have to remember this. If you confuse here, the problem will go wrong. Okay. Similarly, for Fi analogy, I have taken parallel electrical system and I have written the KCL equation I have written. And then wherever voltage is there, I have substituted rate of magnetic flux linkage, and that I have substituted, I got equation 4, and that I have compared with the equation 1 or 2, I got the Fi analogy analogous variables. Okay, so these two tables are very important for solving the problems in module 1. Okay, just I have summarized it here. Mechanical systems are two types, translational and rotational. Electrical, it is FV analogy or Fi analogy, or in case another it is called as voltage source network, current source network, or it is called as series electrical system, parallel electrical system. Okay, so now if you have a translational system, the variable is force. Rotational system, it will be torque. Okay, and in the FV analogy it will be voltage, and Fi analogy it will be current. This is nothing but the input. Okay, the reference input we have told in control system that. Okay, then mass. Okay, every physical mechanical system, it will be, even the human being, we will have the weight, right? 50 kg, 60 kg, something like that. Same way, any mechanical system you take, it will be having a mass in it. Okay, so that is the indication, mass. Okay, similarly for rotational, we call that term as inertia. In the case of electrical system, it is series electrical, we call that FE analogy inductor. Okay, mass will be replaced by an inductor. In FI analogy, it will be replaced by a capacitor. Okay, then friction. So even the human being, when we are traveling, right, so we'll have the friction, right? So with just a this one in the if you have a smooth road, you will be walking fast. If you have a rough road like this one, stones and all there, so your speed will definitely, so it is like a friction, right? So it is opposing the flow of your speed, right? So that will be called as friction here. So any mechanical system, when you are pushing it, I gave you example of chair yesterday, right? If you have the chair, if it is having the wheels, then how the difference you will see. Okay, that is friction part, it will be there. Another basic element, it will be replaced by a resistor in FE analogy. Conductor, nothing but 1 by R is there, so 1 by R will be replaced by FI analogy. Hope you understood this. Then spring, to connect two bodies. Okay, so even if you have something like spring action, right, if you have two bodies, we have to connect it. Okay, so if you are seen, maybe sometime if vehicle is not working, another vehicle will take away, right? How it will connect? Okay, so it is not just a rigid one, right? It will be like a spring action. Okay, small rope, they will connect it, and that rope is also, it will be adjusting, right? That is called as spring action. Okay, so that spring will be there. Okay, so that is the element here. And in rotational system, we call that torsional spring. and it will be replaced by, in FE analogy, as capacitor. 1 by C of the capacitor will replace. In the FI analogy, we'll replace it by inductor as 1 by L. Okay, so 1 by C capacitance is also called as susceptance. Inductance, it is called as another term, right? But we won't use that, so just we call it as capacitor with reciprocal, inductor with 1 by L. Okay, and then finally the output. So these are the three basic elements over. This is the input. Now output, when you do some force, you will get the output that we call displacement in translational system. Okay, and notation is X. In rotational, we call that as angular displacement. Okay, and in FE analogy, we call that as charge. So if you apply a voltage to a series electrical system, what happens? There is a charge develop in the circuit. Charge is nothing but current. Okay, so current is related with rate of flow of charge. Okay, similarly in FI analogous system, it will induce flux. Okay, nothing but the voltage. Okay, so similarly this can be extended. If you write dx by dt or dt by dt, it will become I of t, and here it will becomes V of t. Okay, so I have just basic, I have taken input, output, and three elements I have taken. Okay, so that we'll see in the problem. So this is the table. Okay, so this is about the analogous system. So now one last one analogy is there. This is not related with this problem, but knowledge is required somewhere in next module also, or you should know. What is that? That is the difference between transformer versus, this is also an analogy. Okay, whatever we call gears we call, right? Gear bike you are driving, first gear, second gear, third gear. Even in car you will have the top gear, like so number 1 2 3 4 5 you have seen. Okay, that is called as gears in mechanical system. The same thing we call that as transformer in electrical system. So there is an analogy is there here. Okay, so transformer, you know already what is meant by that. Transmits electrical energy from one circuit to another through electromagnetic induction, right? EMI, that is the principle how it works, transformer. Okay, so it will if you have a primary side, if it is 230 volt you are giving, secondary side it may be giving you 12 volt or 15 volt or 30 volt, whatever you are, depends on the turns ratio. You have done the rectifier circuits and all last time, right? So rectifier, you have used the transformer in the beginning. Okay, so in the lab, right? So transformer, the primary side will be you are connecting to wall socket, right? So it will be 230 volt it is coming, right? And what is required for your experiment is a 30 volt or 15 volt or 12 volt depending on your requirement, and then that voltage you have rectified it. Okay, so that is what the thing you have done. It depends on the, so it changes the voltage level. Transformer basically do the voltage level, it will change 230 volt to 15 12 whatever. Okay, what is its equation? V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2, which is equal to I2 by I1. This is the basic equation related to transformer. Okay, and this is the notation how we represent a transformer. Similarly gears, this is you don't know, right? So gears will be looks like this. Okay, so they will be teeths, right? So teeths, they will be connected in between wherever space is there, and this you have seen. Okay, even the cycle chain and all you have seen there. Okay, so how they are connected. Okay, so gear system. Okay, so first gear, second gear, third gear. So what it indicates, it will change the speed of the vehicle, right? So that is what a rotating machine to transmit a torque. Okay, in short we call that gear, or it is transmitting energy from one part of a system to another. Okay, so what it will basically do, it will changes the speed and direction of motion. So if you are going in first gear, how much speed you can go? Maximum you can go 0 to 10 kilometer, or if maximum if you try 20 you can go, right? If you have to go more than 20 kilometer speed, just you have to change the gear, right? First gear is only to wake the vehicle, right? So just to, right? Second gear, it will give you little bit speed, that also you could not go far, maybe maximum 30 you can go. Then you will apply the third gear, so speed will increase up to 40 maybe. Okay, then if you apply the last gear, fourth gear or fifth gear, depending on your bike, you may be having the much top gears, right? Then you can go up to its maximum speed, 50 60 70 80 100 whatever, right? So that is how gear system works. Okay, so the same thing, it is having the analogy with our transformer in electrical system. Okay, same way its equations are like this. So this is the torque one. Okay, T1 we call. R means radius, so its radius also will change. Okay, so some will be small, some will be larger. Okay, if you see the diagram you will get to know. Okay, in Google if you do gears, it will show you. Then it is W1, nothing but angular velocity. Okay, here velocity we call V. Here in rotational system, angular velocity we call W. Okay, so that is T1 R1 W1. And with respect to this second one, so it will be T2, torque T2. So its speed is different, and it is R2, radius will be different, and its angular velocity will be different. And it will be shown by a relation T1 by T2 is equal to R1 by R2 equal to N1 by N2. Again, it is having turns. Okay, equal to T2 by theta 2 by theta 1. Okay, it is the velocity or displacement. It is equal to W2 by W1. Okay, so like that it is having the relation. This somewhere useful in solving the problem. Okay,
So
so
here W2 stands for angular velocity, no?
yes, clear. Okay, so this is about the theory concept behind the module 1. Okay, so in the first class we did about introduction or a general block diagram. We have seen, understood the basic concepts. Okay, and then we have taken up the classification, linear, time invariant, causal, dynamic systems. About that we have explained open loop and closed loop system and its comparison. Then we have taken yesterday the basic mechanical system elements, and the basic three mathematical models are there in that differential equation we are taking up here. You have seen already the differential equation for mechanical system and electrical system. Okay, that's only the model. Okay, then remaining model we will be seeing in next coming modules. Okay, then we have taken the analogous system, so where translational system will be compared with series electrical system and parallel electrical system. Okay, so in exam they will ask you the question, draw a FE analogous network for the given mechanical system. That given mechanical system may be a translational system or rotational system. So what you have to do is, first you have to find out the equivalent mechanical network. How to find out equivalent mechanical network? Yesterday very end I gave you some set of procedures, right? 5 to 6 points. Just I told you to write down. When solving problem you will be using that. Okay, yesterday very end, if you have written the notes it will be there at the end. Okay, that points we will be using to write the first step. Okay, equivalent mechanical network. Then after that I will use the analogy. Okay, if FE analogy is asked, I will use this table to write down, and then I will write the series equivalent electrical network. I will show you from next class. I will be doing the problems on this. Okay, so you'll be understood. Okay, so I will stop for here. So whatever content is over today. So next class will be on Monday. Okay, according to timetable we have Monday, right? So Monday we will take up the problem. So before that, so you have to complete this 4 PDF whatever I have sent. You have to write down it and you have to read it. Okay, so Fridays, Saturdays, and you have 3 days time. So small if you study daily also okay, at a time if you sit and complete also okay. So anyhow, by starting Monday class first hour you have to complete everything theory. Okay, you should not have any doubts in this regard, because if we start solving problems, so our speed will goes. Okay, that's why. Okay, any doubts you can ask. Okay.